What is happening?
What's up, y'all?
We are back with actually episode 20.
The real episode 20. Man.
The real episode 20. We were claiming last episode was 20, but we were one off. It's just one.
That's forgivable.
That's forgivable.
I went back and I named all the episodes in quintessential order. I don't think that's the right word, quintessential. In sequential order. That's what I meant to say. And then I noticed as we were going through them, I was like, oh, like we had a couple of them named, episode 16. It was like not episode 16. And then we stopped and then we just started naming them like tenders and nuggets. And then we're like, oh, let's get back on it. And then it was like, it was all a mess. So now it's a little more organized for you guys. And the episodes that are Great American Talent Shows are labeled accordingly. So you can just jump into those if and when you would like to. But yeah, man, episode 20. Let's
episode
go.
20.
That's awesome.
This one is not
a TGAT.
Great American Talent Show.
No, it's not.
Episode. This is just, we're going to announce the winner today. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode.
We're introducing a new segment as well.
We are going to be introducing a new segment, which I'm very excited about. We are going to announce the winner of last week's TGAT. And then we're just going to answer a bunch of Q&A questions from you guys, our friends over on our Facebook group page. If you are listening and you want a chance to ask, me and Rome questions that we will answer on the show, go over to Facebook. There is a group called The Rome and Duddy Show. Just join that group right there. And it's just a bunch of people there hanging out.
It's
talking
awesome.
about the podcast. That's where you can vote on the talent shows that we put on. That's where you can ask Q&A questions that we will answer and all sorts of other fun stuff that you will also find out about later in this episode when we announce our new segment.
It all comes back to that, folks.
It really does. But yeah, man, I mean, not too much going on as far as new music news for me right now with Dirty Heads. But we did just have rehearsals today for our Sweetwater 420 Fest this weekend out in Atlanta. Looking forward to that. We haven't played a show in like 2.5 months. We haven't rehearsed or anything. So
Sweetwater Fest, is that?
It's like a jam band fest.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's like a jam band fest, and which I'm stoked on because I love playing festivals in different genres that we're not really a part of, but we're not too far out of that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
So they'll have a good time.
Yeah. And, we're having a good time, but it's a great chance for us to, get up in front of some people that maybe don't really know much about the Dirty Heads.
No. And it'll be like it'll be a good time for them as well. Cause when you play those festivals, play with like fucking Cardi B or something, and you're like, I don't know if this is gonna go over like super well, but we'll do our thing, and hopefully there's some people out there that like it. But when you go to something that's a little more in the ballpark of your music that your band plays, then you really have like a higher retention of people going like, this is pretty fucking cool, man.
Oh yeah. And it's like, I know there's a lot of people out there, especially now, that's like maybe the only thing they know of the Dirty Heads is Vacation. Or, there's a lot of people that maybe the only thing they know of the Dirty Heads is Lay Me Down. So it's a great chance for us to be like, yes, we do have those songs and we love them, but we have a lot of other stuff too that you might enjoy that maybe you just don't know about. So
yeah, festivals are fucking rad for that, getting to kind of showcase your stuff to people who normally wouldn't come see you in concert.
Totally.
But that's cool. Yeah, we're with Sublime, with Rome, we're heading out to Denver for Red Rocks this weekend. Yep. Ooh. That's going to be rad. We're playing with Jizza from Wu-Tang and our boys Catastro. Yeah, when we were building the bill, we were kicking around bands to add on to it, as the last band to kind of solidify it. And, I was like, dude, we got to put Catastro on the bill. Like, we got to bring them to the Rocks. It'd be a good time. So, we reached out to Gonzo and they were, of course, super grateful. And
totally.
So here we are, but
they're
it's going to be dope,
man.
They are.
Yeah, Catastro, they're great
They're doing
guys.
great.
And speaking of Catastro, actually, in May 10th, I believe it is May 10th and 11th, they're coming down here to Orange County, and me and Jared are going to do a couple days in the studio with them. We're going to help them write some songs for their new album.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Yo, we should get them in on the podcast.
Totally.
That'd be cool.
I mean, dude, they've done Feeling Good.
Yeah, they've done some stuff. Maybe as guest judges, or if they got a new song that they want to debut. Maybe
totally.
Maybe they'll want to send it into us.
Why not both?
Yeah, dude. No, that's rad. Well, that's cool. I'm sure you guys are going to queue up some heat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be fun. But yeah, so other than that, that's that's pretty much it for us.
Yeah, we filled you in on most stuff that's going on, with us last week in music. But let's just get into this fun new episode, Rome. This fun new segment, right?
Yeah.
So, as we were talking about a little earlier, we have the Facebook group, and there's a lot of awesome people over there, a lot of funny people that hang out in there. And lately, they've been on a new kick. So what they've been doing, they have a new fun thing they do over there is they go through like old movies and whatnot, and they like to change the actors' faces to me.
We talked about these movies in the last episode.
So if we talk about a movie,
pretty much anything we talk about, these really talented wizards, they're just Photoshop masters, I'm pretty sure.
So if you're listening to this episode, you can also go to our YouTube page and you could watch the episodes and you could see everything we're talking about. Or you can just head over to that Facebook group and you'll see all the photos that we're talking about right there. This one that Rome put up is just insane.
Come on. Look at my goatee. I wish I could get that even of a goatee.
Oh my God. So if it's this was from Rick Royer over on the Facebook group, and he posted it's a picture of Fast and Furious, and they have taken the faces and they've switched it with me and Rome, and it's just freaking
phenomenal. How did they get those glasses on you?
Oh, that's a good question.
And you freakishly are like this close away from looking like Paul Walker. That's all I'm saying, man.
It's not far off. And
that's all I'm saying. And I, if I lose a couple P's, that's in my future right there. Like, this is good. This is good.
The thing that's weird is they don't, like, a lot of times when you see like this face swap type things, like the people come out looking like kind of alien-y.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't that bad.
This is doable.
I could be a like Paul 15 Walker.
Years,
like,
10
wow.
Years. You could be a Paul Walker if you really tried. If you cut your hair and you wore those glasses, God, I would love to see you wear those glasses.
I might have to go get me a pair.
I have to go down to Nordstrom's, go into Armani.
Yeah, so that's a great one. What else do we got here?
Okay, we got, Okay, this, in our last episode, we talked about guillotine. Oh, you accused me of just loving to cut people from the show.
Oh, yes.
And I told you I sleep with my guillotines. Here we are in our full glory. Let me zoom into this a little bit for everybody. This right here is me just laying in bed with my guillotines.
This one's by Dan Johnson.
Yep, who's also my Discord is DJ Fuzzy. I think he's a DJ.
Nice.
But yes, golf does not make the man. T-shirt added because, Duddy is a pro golfer and I am not. It's a statement I made. But this is great. I love this. I like how I have my laptop because I always have my laptop.
Yeah, Rome's just laying in bed with his laptop, laughing as he guillotines people off the show.
Because I just
his favorite thing, guys.
It's crushing people's dreams. It's terrible. Okay, next up, this one is phenomenal. Come on.
Oh man, this one is insane.
Look at this, dude.
They did Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, bro. That is so good.
Yeah. So
look how young I look there. That's no facial hair. I love that.
Yeah, you look good. I look same as I looked when I was almost Paul Walker.
You don't look that good there.
I don't, but if you threw those Armani glasses on, I would be right back to Paul Walker.
You look like him in that show, like as he was getting his stuff together.
That guy right there, me as that guy, he's got a rap sheet.
He's got a rap sheet. He's got a 6-pack in his fridge right now. With like nothing in it but some old pizza, some ranch sauce.
How do you know what is exactly in my fridge right now, Rome?
Dude, I've known you for a while. Okay, this is a great one right here. This is, who's this from, Duddy?
Okay, so this is from Sarah Gaines. Okay, now Sarah Gaines was a longtime listener of the Feeling Good with Duddy show, and she used to do this over on the fan group over there. But now she's blessed us by doing these over on the Rome and Duddy show page as well. And what she does is she makes like Where's Waldo type photos with just a lot going on, but she adds little images of things that we've talked about on the show. So it's super funny. And if you watch the show or if you're listening to the show, you'll know everything that she has you finding in there. And they're really awesome. And they're not, and there's Rome just sticking his head out right there.
In an
Rome as an egg.
Costume. That's so rad.
Yeah, so it's super cool. The page has become a lot of fun. So yeah, I just really recommend everybody heading over there, signing up for that group, becoming a part of this show.
There's Tupac. Me. There's you and there's Tupac.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking rad. Okay. Okay, this was my favorite because this is my favorite movie, and I'm really glad that someone put this together for me. Oh.
This was Rick Royer again who did
Rick,
this.
You are a star, my brother. I'm pretty sure Rick submitted on the show too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me zoom in on this one so we can all get just a solid, good look at this masterpiece.
Wow.
Look at that, dude. Roman Day. Oh.
Yeah, they did the Almost Heroes movie, the cover of the album, and they switched our faces. And, we talked about this movie on the show and whatnot. So it's just perfect. So thank you guys so much for putting these together. I love that you guys are enjoying the show. I love that you guys are having fun with the show and making these and posting these because they are awesome. And we want to see more of these. So if you're listening, head on over to that group, listen to the shows.
Totally.
Make some funny photoshops of me and Rome, and
we'll
post
feature
them.
it. We'll throw it up, man. We'll throw it. We love it. You guys are having fun with it like we are. It definitely means a lot. So keep it rocking. It's fucking rad, guys.
It rocking.
You love when I say that.
I love it. I love rocking.
It's so dad, isn't it? It's such a dad thing. Rock it, guys.
Dude, rock it.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's fun.
Amazing.
That's our next segment we're going to do every week. We're just going to talk about a few of the funny posts that people have put up over there on the page. Yep. We're going to give them a little shine because we do appreciate you guys doing that. And we love, when they pop up in the feed too. It's super funny. Let's hit like a Q&A or two and then let's announce the winner last week.
Like your style.
Boom.
Luke, what do we got, baby?
Question from my 10-year-old son, Ryder. Do you always play Vacation at your shows? His first concert will be Dirty Heads July 3rd in Kansas City, and he really hopes you play it.
We do. Yeah. Sublime plays it as well.
Yeah.
And Train.
And
Black Bear. Oh, yeah. All of us. We all play Vacation. You going to play it? Answer the boy.
Yes, of course. We're playing Vacation every show right now. It's kind of... Right now, it's our most popular track, so I think there'd be a lot of disappointed people.
Imagine that.
It's funny because I feel like there'd be half the people that would be like, "Who gives a shit?" But there'd be half the people that are like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You didn't play Vacation? Like that's why we came." There'd be a lot of upset, like 16-year-old girls.
There'd be upset people. But every single person in there would be very confused. They'd be like, "Wait, confused. What the fuck?"
And I know there'd be a bunch of people too that like filmed half their TikTok video before the show,
getting ready,
waiting for that song to come on so they can do the end of their video, and they wouldn't get that end, and it would just be very disappointing.
It's not a bad idea. Too bad it's not April Fool's.
People can start posting just the first half and be like disappointed.
Well, there you have it, kid.
What else there, Lukey boy?
From Brett Chapman. Are you guys or any of your bandmates into gaming? If so, what games?
Jared, I think, is big into gaming, right? Is he still?
Yeah, Jared is big into gaming. I don't know what games he's into right now. I think he's just into all games, really.
No one in our band.
He's like gamer guy. Like he's got like a gamer crew that he goes online with and they do games together and whatnot. Like I like playing video games, but I rarely do. I don't really do gaming anymore if it's like online, like I'm by myself just playing against other people online. Like it's like if I have a buddy over and we'll play some dumb game that we can kind of just talk shit to each other as we're playing it.
Madden. Madden's still like fun. Yeah. I love Madden.
FIFA.
I'll fuck up some Madden on the bus, some 2K. Yeah. I try and when I've been working like way too crazy, like I've been trying to like let my mind go and play a little now and then. But I don't really game very much. It's when I get the time, that's not what I want to do, I
can't get into it like I used to.
Yeah.
Like I want to.
Same. So bad. I try.
Like, damn, I'd love to like just once the kids and like the wife go to bed, just like have a game where I just stay up till 4 a.m. and just like I'm super into it. Like I would love to, but I just can't. I get 20 minutes in and I'm like, I'm over it.
Same, dude. I'm the same way. I'm just like, all right, I scratched that itch. I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to go put Seinfeld back on and barely pay attention.
Fucking knock out.
Yeah. Let's do one more question and then we'll announce the winner of last week's TGATS.
Ooh.
Okay. From Patrick Lynch. Ever heard someone cover your song and thought, wow, they did it better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have totally. And not necessarily like as if the cover was such a better song than ours, but like definitely I've heard like someone sing one of our songs like better than I sing it, you know, like they're just obviously a better singer and you're just like, God damn. Yeah. That's what it should sound like.
You see, you know, you come across that. Like there's some really talented people out there in the world.
Yeah.
That kind of pays into like just how fucking lucky we are, you know, that we're like just the selected ones that, you know, do get to do this for a living. But yeah, I've seen some shit where you just see like people do iterations of your songs and you're just blown away that somebody that talented would want to spend time doing our shit, and B, that they're not famous as well, you know, or like, you know, fucking selling out shows across the fucking country.
It's hard. Like, we've talked about it before on the show. It's like, yes, you know, being a decent musician and like, you know, writing good songs and shit. Yes, it definitely plays a big part in it, but there's a lot more that goes into
much
becoming a professional musician and having a long career that you can make a living. And, you know, like I've said it before on this show and the other podcasts as well, like so many times, is like, man, some of the coolest bands I've ever seen live, I've never heard from again. They were just like a random band that opened up for us somewhere. And you're just like, what the fuck? These guys rip. And then you'll never hear their name again. They break up the next month and that's it. And you're just like, holy shit, that band was amazing. But obviously there was some other shit going on and it didn't work out for them.
No, it is very true. And I think one of the things that like a lot of people kind of think with music is like, you know, it's kind of like the starving, lonely artist. Like when you close your eyes, you think of like just like a Picasso in his basement, just, you know, writing songs away in his book. And it's like very rarely does anybody make it like that. Like it takes a village of people to get this thing going, you know, and you know, you need other people.
Like, yeah, when we were, you know, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah, I'm in my bedroom, a cave or my garage, and I'm writing all fucking night, just like you're saying.
But when you want to get out,
yes, that's what helped build the style and build the base of what we are.
But we want to make it professional.
Well, those weren't the songs that like really took us to where we needed to be. That's once we kind of started forming this team, started trusting other people, like, and started realizing like, hey, I can have a great idea and someone else could help me
build that idea.
Great idea. Amazing. You know, like,
dude, it's no different than a business.
It really is. Yeah.
It's a catch-22 because you need to do the like basement work in order to like get to the point where then you can like attract a team. Right.
Yes.
But you need a team to take that basement work to the masses. To like where you can actually go and like pay your bills from it. And it's just a crazy journey to kind of merge that. But I think a lot of people now, they'll start trying to get their music career going in like their 20s and stuff. And like, they'll think that they could do it all by themselves. And that's a dangerous, you know, kind of mindset because music is collaborative because you can.
The thing is nowadays you can make your own music. You can record it on your own computer at home real easily. You can put it out. It could be on
your own artwork
on Spotify. You can do everything. You can make your social media page. You can make your website. You can do all of that. And if you do all that yourself and you blow up, good God, you are an amazing person.
100%. But that never happens. Like rarely.
It's like I don't even know. Like it's like that's a thing.
You need that separation. Like you should be working with an artist. You should be working with a mixer. You should be working with. You should be taking the approach of like making it as collaborative as possible, because not only does it make the project even better because it's a little bit out of your tunnel vision, but it also opens it up to a whole other just group of people, you know, who get to like contribute to the art. So yeah, I think that is something that anybody who's getting into music now, like just kind of keep that in the back of your mind that music is supposed to be collaborative at its truest form, you know?
Yep. Very true and good question.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do this thing?
Let's announce that winner. Let's go.
All right. So last
drum roll.
TGATS. Hold on. Yeah. And if you are listening and you do not know what the TGATS is,
beer chug.
It is the Great American Talent Show. We put it on every other week here on this podcast, and it is where you guys, the listeners, submit your talents, which normally is like demos of songs, which is okay with us.
We're fine with that.
And we pick a couple of 4 of the best ones we think out of each 10 each week, We put those 4 best ones up on our Facebook group that we've been talking about, and you guys, the listeners, vote on who wins.
It's beautiful.
And it's a lot of fun. So if you're listening and you want to be a part of next week's TGAT show, or just a TGAT in the future, send your demos or whatever it is that you do, send it to the Rome and Duddy Show at gmail.com. We will play it on the show. You will be a part of a TGATS, we promise. And you'll have a chance to make it to the finals and get voted on our Facebook group page.
And if you make it onto the show, you have to tell everybody you know that you're on the show and get them to submit a vote on our Facebook group, because you guys want to win this. Trust me. It's a great thing when you win the Great American Talent Show. Your life.
It'll change your life.
It can change your life. Like,
change your life.
Yeah. Big time.
And yeah. So, and if you do send in a submission, please like give us a little bit of information about yourself, like at least like your social media tag, maybe like where you're from or something, just so we have a little background on you that we can talk about like as we're announcing your song. But give that drummer one more time.
Just the highest. What a high snare! Like,
dude, I would not want to play that snare.
Who would that guy be in your drums? If his snare is this high, then like his crash is up here.
Oh my gosh! So is he just really short, or is that a really tall drum set?
It's a huge snare, a big deep dish snare.
Sounds dangerous.
It's so hot.
All right. Before we announce the winner, I do want to say big thank you to Adam Almany, Back to Good, featuring Howie Spangler of Ballyhoo. Also, the Scenic Route with their song Soul Lights. Also want to thank Willow and Wife with their amazing song Sex on the Beach, and Amanda Jolene with her song Good People, produced by Nick Safakis of Ayaterra. Those were our 4 finalists.
Those were some great submissions, man. Those were good songs.
But there could only be one winner.
You know, I heard about that, and I know how, you love to cut people, so...
Bro, I did this contest one time. There was 2 contestants, 3 winners. Yeah.
What? That doesn't even make sense. I don't even understand that.
I know. Imagine that, man.
Oh, someone's got to get cut.
Long story short,
who's getting cut? Who's getting cut? Sorry.
No. Who's getting cut? Get your guillotine out.
Let's go.
Coming up in 4th place, we have Amanda Jolene with her song Good People. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Coming up in 3rd with a solid showing, though, Willow and Wife with their song and super cool video of Sex on the Beach.
I really thought they would have it. So much. I'm not going to lie to you. I really thought Willow and Wife had that.
And you know what, Willow and Wife, if you guys are listening, send in another one. We'd love to have you guys back on.
Please.
Also coming up in 2nd place with a really strong showing. And this song I thought was super cool. Really good vibe. Reminded us of a little bit of Blind Melon. Was the Scenic Route.
Yes. That was
so thank you guys again so much for submitting.
Good shit.
Really cool song. Great vocals on that track, by the way. And then 1st place, Great American Talent Show is going to be Adam Almany with his song Back to Good, featuring none other than our good friend, which had nothing to do with the reason they won. He just happens to be a friend of ours, featuring Howie Spangler of Ballyhoo. Congratulations, guys.
Congrats. Great song.
285,000 votes.
Wow. Good for you.
285,000 votes.
You should be able to translate at least 1% of that into ticket sales. That's insane. Good job, man. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much for submitting your music to the podcast. It was awesome to be able to listen to it. Congrats to our final 4. And obviously, congrats to our winner, Howie. This record sounds great as a producer. And that is actually really awesome. That I just love how we can kind of like choose our favorites as the top 4, but the people decide.
The people decide.
The people decide. And so, I mean, it's like,
decide.
I feel like that's how the whole world should be, man. Like, shit shouldn't be rigged, That's great. That's great. That's great.
Well, who's to say this isn't rigged, Why
would you say that?
Oh, I don't know.
Why would you say that about our podcast?
Did I say that out loud?
Who's to say this isn't rigged? Oops.
No, but we are going to have a recount.
Hey, throwing out the votes or what, dude?
Yeah, man.
Easy, Arizona. Easy.
Still waiting on Arizona.
Oh, God. Easy.
All right. Well, hey, you know what we're going to do too is we're going to answer a couple more of these Q&A questions. And then at the end of the show, we're just going to play you guys the whole song, the Adam Albany track. We're going to let that song ride out and just end the show for us today. But before we get to that, let's just answer a couple more Q&A questions. And then we got to call it. I got to go pack. I leave tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Well, I leave the next day. So, okay.
Tomorrow morning is sooner.
Yeah, barely. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do this. What do we got, Lukey?
From Madrano Manuel. Has there ever been a time when you refused to play a certain song?
Yeah, probably just because of my voice, you know? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes, like,
I know that
we'll be booking shows too often, you know?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say there's a handful of songs. I know Jared is just like, I ain't fucking singing that song.
Dude.
I won't name the songs.
Yeah.
It's one of your guys' favorites. I don't want you to not come to a show.
He's like, well, we're not never showing up to that gig.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a couple where he's just like, I'm probably never going to sing that song again. We're just like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I feel like every band has those. And we've kind of talked about, you know, those songs that we just record but never play live because we've never got to play them live. But there's also those songs too that, like, you know, some of these songs like you write when you're a lot younger, so your voice sounds different. Like maybe it's like not so much like you can't like hit the notes or whatever, but even just like tonally, like there's one song that we have that I sing. Well, I won't say it actually for the same reason that Duddy won't say it, because that's a pretty good idea. But you know, there's a song that we have, Sublime with Rome, and I just don't really like the way, like I don't really sing like that anymore. Yeah, like in that style. So like, you know, consciously, you know, I don't want to like sing like that anymore, you know?
Or like lyrically, you're just like,
that too.
I don't want to say that again.
That too. And some people ask me
older and you're like, oh man, like I know here's like one line and I'm not saying we'll never play this song again. It's not one that's on the list, but I know it's a line that Jared's always like, God damn it. It's the beginning of Taint. Like it starts out, well, it's the two baddest long haired motherfuckers right here. And he's just like, man, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, that's what it is, you know? I mean,
but when we were 19 writing that, you were like, yeah, dude, that's dope.
Well, I mean, we also live in a time now where, I mean, everything you say, you're held accountable for, you know, for better or for worse. But when you're 19 and you have a record contract and they're going to record your songs and put them all over the world, I mean, that's a tremendous amount of power that you don't even really think about, you know, until you're like an adult. You're like, gotta sing that song. And you're like, what the fuck was I thinking when I sang that, when I wrote that, you know?
Totally.
But that's what it is. That's a good question.
That's good. All right. It's like one or two more, and then I do got to jet because I got to go spend a little time with the family before I bounce out for a couple of days.
No, that's the right way. What do we got, brother?
From Faustine Aaron, if you could relive one moment of your life, which would it be?
Relive one moment of my life. Oh man, you go ahead.
Damn. You know what? I would have to do two, because honestly, I would like to relive like the birth of both of my children again. Just because I think when it's happening, it's so crazy that you don't really take it all in like so much at that moment, you know? And I look back and I go, like, that would be a wild one to be able to be like, okay, I want to read and I want to be fully in this moment. Like, you know, like, pretty, like if you got to know, like, I'm going to relive this and I get to know I'm reliving it and I get to fully just be like, holy shit.
I feel like that's a lot then, you know, because you're always in the driver's seat, man. And shit always looks different from shotgun. It's like so weird how that works. Like, even when you're making decisions, you know what I mean? It's like you're always operating from the driver's seat. So I think if I could relive any moment again, it would be the first time that we walked on stage to like 30,000 people at Smoke Out. Like, you know, and it was just like, you know, me, Eric, Bud, and Todd, and like, and all my parents on the side and all my family and my block that I grew up on, like all of them were there. and then all of Long Beach on the other side. And like just that moment, if I could do that over again, I would open my eyes a little more. Cause I just remember I was so like kind of fucking nervous that I was like, kept my eyes closed and I was just sang.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool one. All right, let's do one more. Let's get Duddy to the kids. The last question I have from my Discord is from Mikey420B. And he asked me if I went to my P.O. box yet to pick up the marijuana he sent me. And I have not, but I'm going tomorrow, dog. So, yep. Episode 20. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah.
Robert Duddy
Thank
Show.
You guys.
Episodes
so Thank you
every
again.
Friday. Every Friday. You can tune in wherever you hear it. And we got a bunch of reviews I saw on Spotify, a bunch of reviews on Apple Music. Thank you guys so much for hooking us up with the reviews. I know we don't tell you to do that enough, but appreciate it. We're seeing them compile, so it means a lot.
It does really help too, man. So thank you guys. All right, Lukey, send them off with this week's winner of the Great American Talent Show, Adam Albany, and his song Back to Good, featuring Howie Spengler of Ballyhoo.
See ya.
Hey, baby, look at us now. I think we got it all figured out. All it took was a little dedication and a global pandemic and a stay on vacation. We'll leave our baggage at the door. Stay positive, we got a future to explore. Against the odds, somehow we made it, but the struggle makes it easier to appreciate when life is good. Waking up with the sunshine, feeling like you should. You got something cooking in the kitchen and it smells so good. I catch your eye and a smile and it's understood. Getting back to good. Feels so good. Back to good. Feels so good. One taste and I can't put you down. I think I'm ready to go another round. You be my rock, I'll be your sunshine. And if I could change the weather, girl, I'd make it all blue sky. And if I could change the weather, girl, I'd make it all blue sky. Feels so good. Blue sky. Breakfast in bed. It was always gonna be you and me right to the end. I never doubted for a minute we'd be alright. Just for a moment I was stupid and I realized that you and me are worth it. I'm gonna be a better lover, you deserve it. Cause girl, you make me thirsty. Love you forever, heart is full and it's bursting. The love we need's right here at home. There's nowhere else we need to go right now. Against the odds, somehow we made it. The struggle makes it easier to appreciate when life is good. Waking up with the sunshine, feeling like you should. You got something cooking in the kitchen and it smells so good. I catch your eye and a smile and it's understood.